All right, guys, welcome to the show. I've got four draft gems for you. These guys are amazing value, have a ton of ceiling and a ton of upside. Gonna dive into these four for you. And one of them may even go undrafted. I mean, maybe two of them may go undrafted, but these guys could be the RB1 on their team. So, guys, these are gems. They have major upside. I mean, there could be some bust potential, but I mean, for the price you're paying, I don't think it matters at all. So, four amazing draft gems for you. They're solid. They're like diamonds. They're beautiful, man. They're amazing. And when I think about their names, I get giddy because I get value for them, okay? So super excited to share these guys with you. Now, if you want the full list of sleepers, breakouts, everything to, crush your leagues, put you light years ahead of the competition. I mean, you're going to know more than fantasy football analysts. Fantasy football analysts are literally copying and pasting rankings. You're going to be light years ahead of not only your league mates, but the entire Sheeps' industry. So make sure you guys do get the 16-round draft solution. I've linked it below here, or head on over to thefantasyfootballcounselor.com right now. Secure the solution and secure the championship. All right, guys? So let's talk about these guys. Now, again, smash a thumbs up. This is very important that we make this interactive. Smash a thumbs up and let me know a draft gem that is on your mind, okay? The first draft gem here, okay? I love this guy. Love the upside. The guy I'm talking about is Tank Bigsby. Now, he is currently sitting 221 on the Sheeps' rankings overall, like 65th amongst running backs. I mean, we got Kenneth Gainwell and Cordell Patterson. Cordell Patterson is like a RB3 on his team, is sitting ahead of Tank Bigsby, which is ludicrous. Kenneth Gainwell, is that guy still in the league? I mean, that guy really sucks. So we've got all these guys that are ranked ahead of Bigsby, who can easily be the RB1 on his team. From what I'm hearing, it's going to be a committee there in Jacksonville. They drafted Bigsby, I believe, in the third round for a reason, because they do not believe in ATN. ATN is not the solution. He's not a true workhorse running back. I'm not sold on ATN. I'm fading ATN completely, and I'm going to go ahead and stash Tank Bigsby later, a guy who is better than ATN. ATN, dealing with fumble issues last year, was very inconsistent in certain games. One game he had like 0.3 points. 0.3 points. Sorry. The guy is not good. He didn't play his entire first year due to injury. I'm not sold on ATN at all, guys. I mean, at all. So I'm looking at Tank Bigsby and saying, wow, this could be exciting stuff. Stash him, and he's a big-time gem. Number two here, guys, Calvin Ridley. His ADP is shooting up now. Reports in minicamp saying that he's doing well. Love the situation. Love Trevor Lawrence as well. Calvin Ridley is sitting 67th overall right now and 28th amongst wide receivers. Now, again, his average draft position should be around 3 to 4 in a 12-person PPR league. I love him. Love the upside. There's a chance that he could bust, but understand that the best player, which is him, is going to rise to the top with Trevor Lawrence, who I think is going to have an amazing year and is a gem within his own right this year for value at the quarterback position. So we're looking at Calvin Ridley here, and we are seeing a guy that has a ton of upside, a ton of talent, was sidelined for betting, and, now he's back, and he's healthy, and he's the best wide receiver on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are, set to have a great season. So Calvin Ridley, a big-time wide receiver gem. Love the next two. Again, before I get into these guys, again, smash thumbs up, drop a gem below, a sleeper, somebody that you really like that people are going to be sleeping on, that people aren't aware of, that you can get that's got major upside. And I guess that is the definition of a gem, a person that is kind of under the radar that could really go off, okay? The next guy here, number three, is Deuce Vaughn. Now, all I got to tell you is this. Go, and again, their highlight videos are obviously going to show the best footage of that player, but just go to YouTube and search Deuce Vaughn highlights. And let me add to that, this guy was a workhorse in college. 293 attempts on the ground last year, 1,558 yards, 5.3 yards per carry. He had 18 touchdowns 2 years ago, guys, in 2021. This guy, watch his tape. He can run inside. He can run outside. He can line up as a wide receiver. And I heard in minicamp recently, he just had this amazing, he came back and caught, he came back to the ball, caught a 45-yard catch in minicamp, looking good in minicamp, and a highlight in the Cowboys training camp. Now, obviously, there could be a buzzkill if a veteran running back that's still a free agent at the time of this recording, like a Leonard Fournette, or, I don't think Zeke Elliott's coming back, or any type of veteran, like a Kareem Hunt or someone ends up on this team on the Cowboys, could be a big buzzkill for Deuce Vaughn. But the way that it sits now, I'm not sold on Pollard. This is a total situation similar to Etienne and Bigsby, where you 100% want to avoid Tony Pollard and go for Deuce Vaughn. Why do you want to avoid Tony Pollard? Well, first and foremost, he's coming off a leg fracture, a fibula. He was hurt last year. Now, apparently, he's a good to go. But this is a guy who only had 193 attempts last year. Zeke was carrying the load, and he still got hurt. Not to mention, he's like a fifth-year running back. When was he drafted? 2018, 2019? He's just not a guy that, years to wow us, we're not wowed. He couldn't steal the job from Zeke, was always a compliment to Zeke, not a full workhorse running back. And you got Deuce Vaughn, who was a late-round pick, who could be the steal. Guys, listen, the steal of the 2023 NFL Draft. Deuce Vaughn is good. So all I'm saying is that you could stash Deuce Vaughn as a gem, right, with tons of upside, guys, because Pollard is not the real deal. Deuce Vaughn, stash, late round gem. You're paying nothing to get him. Fade Pollard, get a true workhorse running back earlier on. Do not waste a top 10 pick, guys, on Tony Pollard. And that's what everybody's telling you to do. Similarly, what they did last year with DeAndre Swift, okay? These guys are not true workhorse running backs. Now, Pollard could prove me wrong and have himself a great year, but I'm not sold on him, okay? Deuce Vaughn, stash him. He's a gem. And the last one here, not going to spend too much time here. And what I love about this guy, the guy I'm talking about is Treylon Burks, is that he's in a situation to succeed, guys. A situation to succeed, being the wide receiver one on his team, on a run-first team where defenses are going to be keying in on Derrick Henry on the run, which is going to open things up for Treylon Burks, who could be in a good situation with rookie Will Levis if he gets the nod and the start eventually in the season. So Treylon Burks, a ton of upside, was a top prospect drafted in the first round, and now he's actually going to make an impact this year. Hopefully, Treylon Burks, ton of upside. And again, he came out of the draft unscathed, as the Titans did not address the wide receiver position in the early rounds. So Treylon Burks, another gem. You're getting a wide receiver one. And again, he's sitting 35 amongst wide receivers, and you're getting a wide receiver one. So you get him for immense value in drafts, okay? Deuce Vaughn sitting 95th amongst running backs. That is insane, people. Calvin Ridley, what did I say? Calvin Ridley's at 28 amongst wide receivers, and Bigsby 65 amongst running backs. Again, Bigsby, Vaughn could be big impact players, and I'm telling you, man, Calvin Ridley could go to the moon as a top 5 wide receiver. I'm definitely loving some Trevor Lawrence this year, who's also value. So 4 gems for you guys. Make sure you guys stash these guys on your roster at the right ADP. And if you got to overpay one round or two to get them, do it. I think Deuce Vaughn may go undrafted. I think Bigsby could go undrafted. But look towards these guys. Look for the ADP for these guys, heading towards the season to start rising as news starts breaking out on how good they could be and how they're shining in camp, okay? And that's why I like to draft early, because I get these guys for immense value. Then people start catching on to them, as we get closer to the season, which kind of kills their value. All right, guys, subscribe, thumbs up. Again, get the 60-round draft solution. There are 4 gems for you guys. Make sure you guys roster them in all leagues and get the 16-round draft solution now. We'll talk soon, guys. I'm out.